Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to cover how to manually import transactions into the CoinLedger app from a partially supported exchange. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, before we get started, quick point, it's totally free to sign up for a CoinLedger account if you have not already. You can head to our website, coinledger.io. It takes just minutes to get signed up and start doing your crypto tax reports. So today we're going to cover how to import transactions from a partially supported exchange into CoinLedger. What I mean by that is an exchange that's partially supported is one that we don't have a full integration built out for yet. It might be, an exchange platform where you buy, sell, trade crypto. It could be a decentralized exchange, etc. So you can import those into CoinLedger manually. Now, there are a few resources I recommend you use during the course of this video. Go ahead from our website, if you're on the main coinledger.io site, scroll down and select Help Center, and you'll see our entire Help Center full of our walkthrough guides, and you can look up manual, and then you'll see all of our different manual import guides. You can also access them from the CoinLedger app, which I'll show you. But I do recommend you follow along with these and read them. During this video, you can pause, come back to it, just because they go very in depth and they're the best resource for finding out how to manually import. So as you can see within the CoinLedger app, you can add your transactions on the import stage. To add a manual account, you go ahead and select Add Account and then search Other. And then select, and you'll see two options: add single transaction and upload file. So, to briefly explain, adding single transactions, it allows you to add a transaction one by one. It's probably best for folks that have a small number of transactions to import, think like 5 to 10. And then uploading files, you can bulk upload transactions using our CSV file templates, which are formatted for you. I recommend using the templates if you have a large number of transactions, over 10 or something like that, or if they're more complex. But if you just have single transactions, 5 to 10 of them, again, I would just add those manually. I'll show you first how to do the templates. So you can see here, CoinLedger prompts you with this Need Help button to check out our Universal CSV template. So this is actually the same resource that I linked or showed you how to get here in our Help Center. But just to close some tabs there, you can see the Universal Manual Import template is recommended at the top of our Manual Import Guide. Let's click on that guide and take a look. And here you can see this guide walks through step-by-step how to use our template and import partially supported transactions. The first step is you're going to want to make a copy of our template. So it's pre-formatted for you, and it comes with example transactions. Now remember, these are examples. After you enter your data, you're going to want to delete those because you don't want fake transactions on your account. But it's really helpful to follow along with these examples, so please use them. Here you can see our date column. One note about this is that the format of the timestamp has to be followed exactly when you're importing. If you don't follow this UTC format with the month, day, year, and then each of these formatted exactly, you may see some import errors, and you'll want to fill out the columns that are not labeled optional. So that's a first note there. And here you can see the template shows you an example of multiple trade transactions as well as some income transactions. Here we see an example of a fiat buy. Someone bought one Ethereum with 1,000 USD dollars. So here, that's an example of a fiat buy. We have an example of a regular crypto to crypto trade of 1,000 Ethereum for 1 Bitcoin. So those are some examples for you to follow. If you have an income transaction like mining, there's an example here. So let's say I'm going to add a transaction from an exchange that we don't support. Let's just make up an exchange, and let's pretend that on that exchange, I actually traded 1 Ethereum for 1 Bitcoin. Here, I'll first want to enter the day. I can use this time picker and I'll select this date. And then I can select whatever time. We'll just go 9:30. And then I can enter the platform name if I want to. It's optional, so I'm going to leave it blank. And as I said, I traded 1 Ethereum for 1 Bitcoin. So I'm going to actually enter as my asset sent I'm going to enter Ethereum. And then my asset received is Bitcoin because, again, I sold Ethereum for Bitcoin. So I sent Ethereum for Bitcoin. That's my asset received, if that makes sense. So asset sent, Ethereum, 1. Asset received, Bitcoin, and 1. I don't have to include the fees, but I do recommend it. It's just, best for the accuracy of your reports. So I'm going to enter, a small amount there as my fee. And then my transaction, of course, is going to be trade. So you always need the type here to be included. And you don't have to do a description or transaction hash. And then let's say, as one more example, I want to enter something, like an example of me receiving crypto income. So I'll do the same. I'll select a day. You can select, enter the correct time. I'm going to, again, enter, it's kind of a fake time here. And then as my asset received, since this is me receiving crypto income, there's no asset sent. I'm going to enter something super straightforward. Let's just say, I received some Cardano, and, I received 0.8. Don't need to include a fee here. And then I'm good to go. So before I import into CoinLedger, I'm going to get rid of these example transactions. I'm going to download my template. Make sure to download it as a CSV, otherwise it will not import. And then you can head to the CoinLedger app. You'll click upload file, and then you will upload the template we just created. And then your transactions will seamlessly import. So now I've imported both that trade and that income transaction. Final example here, if you just have a small number of transactions, you can add a single transaction. The easiest way to do that, click on this pane, and for each transaction classification or type that you select, CoinLedger is actually going to show you exactly what to enter. So here you can see for deposit, it shows me, well, you don't need any set assets or any fees. You just need 1 received asset. So I'm just going to follow along. I'm going to click, the correct date. Here I can use this calendar picker, and I can also scroll up and down, which is really nice. You can scroll all the way into the past if you want, and then enter your timestamp. Once I've selected my date, I'm going to enter the assets that I received, and then I would click save. If I were to enter something easy like a fiat buy, same thing, select your day, follow CoinLedger's template here. It says, well, you haven't added your asset sent or received yet. So I'm going to go ahead and say, since it's a fiat buy, USD was my asset sent, 1,000, that was 10,000. I'm going to, say that I spent 1,000 USD on, 0.07 Bitcoin. And then I would add any fees if necessary. And then I would select save. And you can see CoinLedger has added a fiat buy. Repeat that process for any transaction shown here. And again, CoinLedger will guide you and tell you exactly what to enter here. So just be sure to follow along with that. So it's really pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, check out our Help Center guides. As I said here, a manual import guide goes into detail. So does our universal manual guide. It shows you a step-by-step with some examples, and you can also check out a guide on entering single transactions in the app. So that's pretty much it. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.